Test. Yes, you may go. I will not repeat myself though. Test, test. Test, test. Okay, so we start with angles, our new topic here. If you have watched the videos that I posted, and yesterday I showed them to you as well. Test, test. Test, 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 test. Okay, so previously we already played the Kahoots, was like kind of like a recap activity. And if you have checked out on the channel, I've put some last year's recording as public, so you can catch on what I do with some of the tools. The Joe strip, if you see this one, particularly on this, you saw this one, I showed you yesterday. I said I was going to give you the tools as well. So over here, these tools, unfortunately, they are not delivered yet. I have not received them yet, so I can't give it to you. But I have this prepared, so you'll be able to use this today. So check out the videos also. I've just made them public. You can take a look at them when you are back. Now, new share again, back to my screen. So we are at the new topic on angles. Lots of tools. I spent a lot of time preparing it. Now, a quick recall. So at P3, these are the things that you need to know at primary 3. Find and label angles. Know what angles are. Name the different type of angles. Use a right angle as a guide for estimation and measurement. So you know that an acute angle is one that is smaller than a right angle. And an obtuse angle is one that is bigger than the right angle. So you cannot use the right angle as a reference to know what the different type of angles are. And of course, there are more than just these 3 types. As you get up to the higher levels of primary level, you'll know more about the different types of angles and get to know more types. And the third thing is comparing the angles. So like I said, when you compare the angles based on the right angle, bigger than a right angle or smaller than a right angle. But like just now in the Kahoots, you also see you will never use the term small to describe an angle. Because angle is something that is a special unit of measurement, a special measurement that is very special. What's so special about it? Let's hear about it, more about it in a while. Let's take a look at what we need to do at primary 4. This was primary 3. All of this at primary 3 still need to know, still must able to do. Primary 4, what does it look like now? Primary 4, a lot more points. Okay, so like previously we said fractions, there was that, and then fractions have a lot more. We have improper, we have mixed number, we have fraction of a set, a lot of new things. So as with angles, so previously primary 3 angles look like this. Now primary 4, apart from finding and labeling angles and the different type of angles and comparing, we need to take our level up our skills to all this. So in primary 4, we need to not only find angles, we need to be able to label them correctly. Not just labeling them, we need to be able to name them using the right notation. Estimate the angles using the right angle as a guide. That is something at primary 3. But not just estimating angles, but we must start to use a degree of measurement, a unit of measurement called degrees. Not the degrees Celsius, but the degrees. We'll talk more about that in the weeks to come. Not just in estimation, we need to now be able to measure accurately. Use a protractor and measure angles accurately to the measurement degrees. Not just measure, we need to be able to draw accurately and label correctly an angle given a certain measurement. Then there's a new topic, a new section in angles, completely new ideas on turns and compass directions. On quarter, you see the fraction coming in as well. Quarter, half, three-quarter, complete turns, and its relationship with degrees, clockwise, anti-clockwise, and 8-point compass. So a lot of new things that we are going to cover within 2 weeks. Not just 2 weeks actually, just within these few days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because Monday, Tuesday is public holiday. So it's a lot of things that I'll be going through. You'll be learning in this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll be going quite fast. A lot of things. So stay focused. Right, first activity. Your journal is on the table. You have a P1 body, right? Your P1 body has never learned what angles are because it's a P3 topic. Your P1 body has completely no idea what angles are. And they probably will spell angle as angel. Yeah? And that's what they probably know, angel, not angle. You are going to tutor him or her. In a blank page on a math journal, write down 4 tips or 4 points to explain to your P1 buddy what angles are. You can also draw some pictures to help. We have 5 minutes. Starts now. minutes. One minute and 30 seconds. One minute. Okay, time's up. Right. Right, so I will come over with my phone to take a look at some of the different answers that you have. Okay, now what I noticed, now again, I will say, okay, right. Test. Okay, so I'm here. You can see some of your answers. Let me put this on full screen so you can see it better. Right, so come, don't be shy. Yep, you have some that there's scalars. Okay, and all right. Okay. Whoops. Oops. Let me just go over. And okay. Some of you wrote really very nice in terms of presentation, that if I could even print it out as a poster and put it up in class. Okay, so here we have most of us are writing ideas of examples of what type of angles are. Edmund here says a bit of like, angles are a side of a thing. So it's a little confusing actually. So we drew an example here, 4 right angles and 4 obtuse angles. Looks a little, oh, okay. All right, okay. Some examples there. Okay, and Nigel mentioned that shapes have angles and sides. And like squares, so sides and angles have some relationship. And you seem to find angles in shapes. But so far, no one really quite explained what angles are. So, but if you look at this, do you think probably one child can understand what 90 degrees is? Yeah, we probably have some trouble. But I think they could understand maybe shapes. They heard about shapes and, oh, okay, there's plenty of, okay, I like what Kevin is doing here. He says maybe it's got to do with like edges and lines, something about lines. Okay, maybe it is something about lines. Okay, something about lines, and so yes, Stephen has a good point. They learn shapes, they know what shapes are, but they probably do not understand much of the explanation still. Oh, okay, Zahir has one here. It says here, 2 lines that connect. Okay, 2 lines that connect. Does it form angle? The 2 lines that connect? Okay, and here, well, I'll say something like, oh, angles, oops. Sorry. Yeah, here. Here he says here, angles are kind of like corners. It looks like this, yes. Sorry?
I don't know how to read.
Oh, you're the one who wrote it. Well, so it was Trevor's idea. Never mind. I'll forgive Wenhao for doing that. But so Wenhao says, okay, and they're kind of like angles. That's what it's like. Okay, so, and then I have a very nice colorful design here. Okay, and I really like what Adriel wrote here. Seems to have a very good explanation. Okay, some tips here. An angle is formed when 2 straight lines meet at a common point. Oh, okay, Zakir mentioned about lines meeting. Adriel makes it clearer. It's not just meeting, it meets at a common point. The size of an angle depends on the amount of turning. Do you think the P1 can understand turning? I think probably, right? They always, my P1s do a lot of like, they like to spin and turn around, like ballet, right? So the ideas of turning. And then she says, not just in shapes, you can find angles all around us like letters also. And you must use a protractor to measure angle in degrees. Very good. And very good, Adriel. And lots of drawings here. Yes, to make what the explanation comes together. It's like Aideen's drawing supports what Adriel is sharing with us. Right, so many. And you see the different kind of examples here. Some of you, your examples, you draw the angles upright. Like here, Ayla draw hers like its upright horizontal manner, and Aisha drew it a little on a tilted simile, but it shows you various good examples. Angles are not solely in an upright position. Okay, moving on. Share screen now. Okay, next one, 40 seconds. Ready? This was a little bit on a recap on last year's again. I forgot to press play. The time that's shown on the clock and the type of angle. Now, I particularly chose this one because we'll learn more about the clockwise and anti-clockwise in the new section of angles at P4. $20. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do you need more time? Okay, 20 seconds more. Up. Okay. Let's see if you got the correct answer. Is this okay? Okay. Now, all right. So yeah, I will go through the summaries again. So the summaries will be, I really like what Adriel mentioned about the size of an angle depends on the amount of turning. It shows that you should really remember what we've learned that before. What we look out for, two straight lines, meeting point and turning. This is what angles is. So apart from knowing the different type of angles, you need to know how to explain what angles is. Now, in our next lesson, we will be doing an interesting activity. So we have seen these pictures before, right? Okay. We will be going to our next task. So we just revised what we learned last year. Yep, correct. So now we are going to go on to find and label angles and name angles using notation. But I will introduce this in a hands-on activity. Okay, this one. So right now, before we move to this and explore all the fancy tools that I brought, okay, let me stop share here. Let me share with you the items that I have. So when I am teaching this particular chapter on geometry, angles, I have a mini bag here. My mini Ziploc bag has a few items. Okay. Yeah. So if you see me in the video, on the YouTube video from P3 angles, you will see the same thing as well. Everybody has a Ziploc bag here. And I take out the Ziploc bag, I have these few items. First, number foremost, I have the mat set. Do you already have that? So you have up to Thursday to have it. Okay, you have this set. So I can have it inside my bag already. I have a mat set. Number two, I have this Joe strip. It's not reached Singapore yet, so I can't give you. Okay, but you will have this. I will have this inside. I have a paper worksheet. This is P3. Okay, you will have the P4 one. The P4 one looks like this. Okay, so this will go into the bag as well. Okay, bag of my two kids. Okay, All right, so I have this. On top of this, I have a paper right angle that I make using a random piece of paper, and I fold into a right angle, paper right angle to check. Now to make this paper right angle, you can watch the YouTube video that I posted on how to make the paper right angle. So I put it inside. Apart from that, I have these two here. They're called the Anglegs here. I have some different versions. This is one of them. Okay, I have one of these that shows two straight lines meeting at a common point, and I can form different angles. Okay, so I put this inside. This is my geometry bag. Okay, so right now we will prepare this bag. Okay, what you need? Item number one, you need a zipper bag. Okay, this in 8 minutes. Zipper bag. Yes. How many? Okay, next group leader. How many? Pick up. Okay, in my Zillow bag, I have my first item. I'll show you again. So, do you have your mat set inside already? Okay, mat set inside. So the paper supports the transparency, so you can see better. Actually, you just need this. Each person has 2 of it. So each person has 2 pieces. Each person has 2 pieces. Now, based on what Adriel taught us about the lines, I will use a special marker. The special marker is in my hand now. The group leaders will come and take the special marker later. Special marker, and if you use the paper, you can also do so. I will use the transparency first. So I have a special marker using what I learned about lines. I will put the paper here so you can see. So I need my ruler. I'll take my ruler. I can use a set square as a ruler as well, where straight lines meet at a common point. Now, some of us may have more than one common point. So even if, like mine, has holes on the both sides of the paper, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's say it's like this. I have a special marker and a ruler. I draw a line that meets at the points. And the line can also, well, exceed what is being drawn. Doesn't really matter. The line can exceed the paper because it's okay as long as the points are on the line. Okay. You need the marker is a special marker that rests on transparency. It doesn't work on other. You can borrow this too. Share it around. Share with the group. Share with the group. Okay, pass the marker around. Sorry, pass the marker down. Okay, and I will make the points meet. Should probably choose one of the points here. Can you, after drawing, immediately pass the marker to somebody else? Can you quickly finish and let her have the marker then? Sorry? No, we don't really need to. How many points do you have? How many points do you need? For the lines to meet? The 2 lines to meet? Yes, that's correct. Okay, after you're done drawing, after you're done drawing, pass the marker down to your friend so that they can draw as well. You can. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I've got here. I got it on the paper. But the paper is not so good because you can't see. But the good thing is that the paper is a bit translucent as well. So you can still see the lines. But not so effective. The best one would still be the transparency. So you can see clearly that the lines are touching. Okay, once I'm done with this, okay, I'll put it inside my bag as well. So I have my bag of tools. Hi, sorry, give me a moment. I have my bag of tools inside. I put it inside. Put my everything inside. Don't lose the things inside the bag. Okay, and I will continue our lesson tomorrow. Okay, so keep your tools inside the box, inside the bag, Zillow bag. I gave you more than one marker. Come here. Sorry. Ella? Okay, so I'll continue this tomorrow.
I need one more paper. This paper. Hold these two together.